Okay, here's what I want to say. I have had trouble with some of the things surrounding the University of California San Diego shootings. I've had trouble with the hashtag #YesAllWomen, and I've had trouble with all the articles talking about misogyny and talking about rape culture. I've had trouble with my friends who have been trying to talk more about men's view of women and really breaking down some of the rhetoric that's used and trying to constantly move their focus from it's not me, it's them, and going, no, we need to talk about the fact that all women feel this way. And I've really struggled. Not because it's bad, but because it's so good. I've really struggled with the fact that the hashtag #YesAllWomen, I feel compelled as a female to say something. But I don't feel like I have to say something. I don't want to say something. I mean, I don't want to admit about all the things that men have done to me. I don't have to do that in a public space. But I do want to say, yes, I feel unsafe in public. So, yes, all women feel unsafe in public. I also want to say that I really struggle with reading these articles talking about mental illness and saying it has nothing to do with his Asperger's, that this is a symptom of our culture. I think the articles that talk about violence against women and say, yes, these are the stats, but let's also talk about the culture that those stats create. The number of articles I've read about calling him a terrorist, I think it's fantastic. I haven't seen it on mainstream media, but I have seen it on Feministing, on Jezebel. I love Feministing's daily cheat sheet. They've been posting all the good articles. I just have been struggling because I don't want another discussion about guns and mental health. The way it's talked about sounds like we need to throw everybody who has ill mental health away. It's not going to solve the problem. And excuse you, but I don't think I need to be thrown away. I also struggle with the fact that there's all of this info that he put on the internet. There's YouTube videos, there's a manifesto. The fact that one of the writers that I adore on Jezebel spent an entire day observing a chat room of people who constantly talk about you should just rape her if you love her. She doesn't want to love you, then rape her? Really? It's scary. I mean, wow. Spent a whole day trying to listen to what they're saying and break it down. I'd probably have a mental breakdown myself. But she didn't. And it was interesting because she said, look right here. It exists. And it's terrible. And it made her so ill. It made me ill. And I didn't do it. I just read her article. I have trouble knowing that we might have taken a step in trying to say, hey, it's not okay. And no, this isn't an accident. And no, it's not okay. And no, you don't get to go and shoot up women with the intention of shooting up all women because you weren't loved enough by women. It's not okay. We don't owe you that. I don't owe anybody my body. I said it. And it's a scary place out there. It's very scary. But I also want to say, as much as it sucks that we don't teach men not to rape, it's also amazing that there are self-defense classes out there. The best I ever felt was when I was working on self-defense. My nightmares were better. I felt better. I sat a little taller. I rode my bike a little better. It was important to me. So, while it's important to understand that we tell women don't get raped instead of telling men don't rape, we also need to say, and it's important to learn self-defense. It's empowering, and it's so helpful. It says, it helped me begin the process, maybe, to start to think, you don't get to come and touch my body. It's not a bad thing that self-defense classes exist. I think in a culture where we teach men not to rape and we say, women, you can be empowered with self-defense, is a great situation. And to all the men out there that have trouble calling themselves feminists, that's for you to work on. I'm not going to tell you why you need to be a feminist. That's your label to decide. And you don't get to tell me what I am and am not. I'm a feminist. Deal with it.